Welcome back to this series on raising a prayer shield. In the previous session, we looked at the practical guidelines on how and what to pray over your family in asking for God's protection over them. Today, we continue to study how to raise a prayer shield over the schools in your community. And these guidelines can also be applied to the university or college your children attend. So I'm not going to say school, college, university every time. You can adapt it in that way which fits every situation. The challenge children face today in schools and universities are beyond anything you and I grew up with. Even the online school or study environment comes with its own challenges. Because we do not always have a frame of reference of how to address all these challenges, it's so important for us to know exactly how to pray. So in this session, I will speak from that perspective of raising a prayer shield over your child's school and university or college, a strategic act of love from your heart and mine for the Father to watch over them. These are not just places of education. They are literally spiritual battlegrounds where minds and hearts are shaped, whether we like to know it or not. Through the consistent prayer of parents and people that has a concern, we can literally invite God's presence to guard the school and to bring peace in every classroom and to empower teachers to lead with wisdom and grace. I just want to mention something here. While it is valuable to pray for schools or universities by yourself, it has even more value if we invite others to pray with us for a specific school or university. And this can be done by having regular meetings at the school, like once a week, or by establishing, for example, a group on social media platform like WhatsApp or Telegram of one of your choice, where you can share regular prayer updates or points for specific prayer covering. So let's look at the first point. Number 1 is to cover the school in prayer daily. As you drop the children at school in the morning, you can pray a blessing over the school. Or when you wait to pick them up again, you can spend a few minutes in prayer. Perhaps you see a child who stands alone or a mother in distress. Pray as the Lord leads you right there. Open your eyes, focus, look and pray. Don't be on your phone all the time. Also, pray for every teacher and the students or the school grounds to be saturated with the presence and protection of the Lord. This brings us to number 2. Declare God's protection over the school. What do I mean by declare? This is when you take a piece of scripture and you read it out loud with faith in your heart to see it manifest in the Spirit as you read it. For example, Psalm 91. You can pray for God's angels to guard the school from any harm, from any form of violence or negative influences. I once heard a beautiful story. There were some parents praying for a specific school. They also took time to walk on the school premises and pray in between the buildings and everywhere the children play during break times. One day, as they were praying again, suddenly, for just a split second, one lady saw angels standing at the entrance to every classroom. She couldn't believe it. They were very encouraged to know that God has sent His angels to watch over the children in their coming in and their going out. This can happen for every school and university you pray for, even when you are not physically able to pray on the premises on a daily basis as well. Number 3, pray for the teachers and the staff. Not all children are always raised with a value of showing respect and to have good manners and ethics. And it happens that when they come to school, they often treat teachers and other pupils with a lot of disrespect, even bullying. Pray for these children to experience the love of God. You know, that's why they are actually rebelling, because they lack that care and comfort, maybe in their home, maybe in their person. And also pray for the teachers to have wisdom and patience and with integrity to be able to guide these young children. Number 4, pray for the students or the children themselves. Ask that the Lord will give them wisdom and understanding, and that they will be obedient, that they will learn, and that they will grow in a healthy environment, that they will have a desire to study and to equip themselves, and not to see their time in school as burdensome, but as a privilege that so many other children would give anything to have. You know, when we start blessing our children like that, something happens in their hearts and they become ready to do what God has also birthed them into the earth for. Then number 5 is to cover the school against evil influences. It is so important to pray that no negative influence, such as bullying or peer pressure, would become part of the school, and if it is there, to come to an end. And then also to pray that God will guard the school against harmful ideologies and ungodly teachings, any form of drug abuse or witchcraft influences, or children's playing games that are actually inflicting them with demonic activity. I cannot say a lot here, but we do understand the importance of prayer to stop bad influences from infiltrating your schools. And you can do it. Just going to the principal's office and lodging a complaint is one part of it. But the bigger part of it is when we guard our schools in prayer. We've come to the end of this session, but I want to encourage you to look at the link in the download to the description of this video. With it, you will find much more than I can share in the video, as well as very specific scriptures you can pray and a weekly prayer plan you can use to pray for schools on a regular basis. May the Lord bless you.